The FBI releasing a report on the Hillary Clinton email investigation, including notes from the FBI's private interview with Secretary Clinton. This comes after several Freedom of Information Act requests. Catherine Herridge is in Washington, D.C. Mike Emanuel is in D.C. right now for us with more. Mike.
Trish, the FBI says its belief is the Clinton private email server had not been hacked, but it was unable to draw the same conclusion about the 13 BlackBerry devices she used during her time as Secretary of State. It should be noted the FBI did not have the opportunity to analyze those email devices. The Bureau did get to look at 2 out of her 3 iPad tablets and concluded there was no evidence they had been hacked. Clinton said any exchange of classified information about the U.S. drone program was either done at the White House, in her office at the State Department, or on a secure phone line. There's also a fair amount of information Clinton claims she could not recall, such as any briefing or training on classified information, specialized training for the handling of U.S. government's most sensitive secrets, and she says she could not recall when she got a security clearance. RNC Chairman Reince Priebus tweeted moments ago the following: "The FBI's summary of their interview with Hillary Clinton is a devastating indictment of her judgment, honesty, and basic competency." As for the Clinton campaign, spokesman Brian Fallon says, quote, "We are pleased that the FBI has released the materials from Hillary Clinton's interview, as we had requested. While her use of a single email account was clearly a mistake, and she has taken responsibility for it, these materials make clear why the Justice Department believed there was no basis to move forward with this case." Clinton was asked about her knowledge regarding top secret, secret, and confidential classifications of U.S. government information, and she responded that she did not pay attention to the level and took all classified information seriously. Trish?
Oh, wow. Thank you very much. Mike Emanuel. Sure. Looks like this scandal is starting to hit Hillary Clinton in the polls. A new poll out today from Investors Business Daily shows Clinton and Trump tied in a 4-way race, and Clinton just 1 point ahead of Donald Trump in a 2-way race. Larry Sabato is with us now with more. And Larry, do you think that the scandals, whether it be email, whether it be the foundation, are starting to catch up with her?
Well, that could be part of it. Let's remember, always look at the polling averages. Hillary Clinton's up around 4 in the polling averages. When the polling averages change so that, it's tied, we'll talk again. But don't cherry pick polls. That's a bad practice.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me just point out the other poll that came out, our very own Fox News poll. And in that 4-way race, she's only up 3 points there. So, there's some consistency in that these have just come out within the last couple of days, and there seems to be a little bit of a turnaround here.
Well, she was up 6 in the 2-way, and actually the 2-way is a better measure of what eventually happens in November, because third-party candidates almost inevitably decline as you approach Election Day. But be that as it may, you're absolutely right to say there have been loads of controversies over the summer for both candidates, and they do take a toll, except for one thing. These two are so well known, and people have focused on them so much, because this campaign has been more intense than any I can ever remember, that I think the vast majority have already made their decision, one way or the other.
Larry, let me ask you about some of the down ballot races. A third of all Clinton voters now say that they will split the ticket. How is Donald Trump basically affecting all the other races that are out there?
It depends on the state and district. If you have a deeply red Republican state or district, the incumbent or the Republican candidate is not about to put any distance between themselves and Trump. But if you've got a very competitive district, and for some reason the incumbent Republican senator or House member thinks that Hillary Clinton will carry that district, then they're going to try to put some distance between themselves and Trump carefully, because they don't want to alienate the Trump voters. So they'll say something like, "I'm running on my own record, and here's what I've done." And they'll talk about supporting the nominee without naming the nominee.
So you think that the advantage is going to go to the GOP in this?
I think it depends on the district and the state.
Okay.
I mean, in terms of the Senate, no. In the House, I think Republicans will hold the House. That's been my feeling all along.
We also saw, and we repeatedly see this, when it comes to trustworthiness, Hillary Clinton really struggles. It almost feels as though a lot of Americans, they don't like her, they don't trust her, they're looking for something else. But on the other hand, she continues to paint Donald Trump as a bit crazy, and occasionally he's done a few things along the way that are giving the other side the ammunition to continue saying that. Do you feel, however, in recent days, and you can use his trip to Mexico as an example, he's been able to temper some of that so that he is presenting himself in a more presidential light?
Well, certainly that trip to Mexico City would suggest that. I think the new team maybe is having some influence on him. And look, candidates learn as they go along. These are bright people. They don't get there without being bright. So I would expect that to be the case, especially leading up to the first debate. That's a critical moment for both candidates. They have to do well.
We're going to be watching. Thank you so much. Good to see you, Larry.